What is up, fake genetic freaks? As promised, as said, as stated, I'm back. I'm hitting these videos, trying to hit at least like 2 a week. And this is the second one. This is actually a full video with my jumps, sprints, and lift both days. And so yeah, I'm back. I'm ready. Hopefully, I can keep it consistent for the rest of the summer, and then we'll see what happens next school year. But yeah, this day was a horrible jump session. It's so weird, but sometimes you can drop off about like 3+ inches in vert, and this was one of those days. I think I maxed out with a 31-inch vert. So tough when the max has been 34 and you were like chilling. And also, when your lifts are good and your jumps are not good, it's just kind of sad. But literally, first off, it's in socks. So I feel like I think my standing reach is actually lower without shoes. So I think the vert probably was more like 32. But there is no, like, I don't get the same grip. Like, I can't use the braking forces because I'm in my socks. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. It was just a rough day. It was the first time getting back into it. I feel like the amount of specificity for actual jump training has been so far down in the gutter. I was kind of thinking about it, only doing like 40-ish max, like fully warmed up max jumps each week for approaches. I feel like that's not that much, and so that's why I'm going to be doing a lot more in the next phase, the elastic phase. But in general, yeah, I just feel like since I've been doing my speed workouts in the form of, playing kickball, just doing sprints and like spike ball and just like running around, doing a bunch of like summer sports or whatever. I just haven't had the chance to do a whole lot of jumping, and so obviously that skill will detrain a little bit, but not to worry. It comes back super quick. On the lift, I literally hit like I was back ready to go. I just like after some of the power cleans or whatever, I just decided to hit one jump, and it was so light. It was literally like an inch or two higher than the day before. So yeah, it was pretty chill. It was really good. Got my ego up a little bit more. But yeah, what I was going to talk about today is, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about my front squatting. So my front squatting, also another reason I was jumping a little bit shorter than normal is I've been sitting around like 191, and usually I sit around like 185, 184. So obviously that's going to have a little bit of an impact on the jump height, and on the joint health and whatever, just because it's a huge spike in a quick amount of time. But yeah, the topic for today, I kind of want to talk about my front squats because, as some of you guys saw when I tried to max out my hang clean or my power clean, I definitely could have got 260 if I had that higher front squat because it was so clean. I was going up fast, and then I just got into whatever the whatever it's called. Basically just where you stop in a squat and it's just too hard to get back up out of it. You can get that push at the beginning, but it's really hard to keep going afterwards. And I got stuck in there. But not to worry, because I'm still working on my full front squats. A lot of the front squatting I was doing was off of pins, and it didn't go all the way down. And yeah, part of me was worried about my front squat strength going down, because I would look back and at the peak of my strength phase, which is obviously, it's going to be the highest possible strength is going to be at the last part of this phase, in which I did 250 on front squat for a set of 2, and the fastest speed was 1.2 and the slowest speed was 1.4. So keep that in mind. 250 times 2, fastest speed 1.2. Now, when I look at yesterday, or whenever the lift was, I did a, let's see, where are we at? Gotta look through the notes. I did front squats, 3 reps, not 2 reps. The first one was 250 times 2. I did 230 times 3. But the difference in these ones are I'm doing a 3-second descend, which makes it a lot harder to come up. You don't get as much of a bounce, so you don't get to utilize the elastic properties of your patellar tendons as much. I don't know how much more, but it's pretty, it's pretty obvious. You can see it pretty clearly. But my fastest on 230 was 1.2, but my slowest was also 1.2 on the third rep, as opposed to 250 at 1.4. And so I look at this and I see, wow, I could do 20 pounds heavier at the same speed on the first rep, but then I can also do that on the third rep, the same speed. So what does that mean to me? What am I thinking that means? Am I worried about this? Do I think I've gotten weaker? Do I think I've gotten just slower? I'm not really sure yet. In order for me to understand if I'm weaker or not, I would have to literally just do 250. But what I'm taking from this is that, first off, the times sometimes just don't really slow down as you add weight very, very quickly. So, maybe I could do 240 and do it at 1.2. I don't think I could do 250 at 1.2 seconds. I just don't think that would work. But, it's a possibility. But I don't think I've gotten weaker, even though I'm moving 20 pounds lighter at the same speed. For one, it's because I have the slow descend, which I feel like makes a pretty significant difference. Number 2, my velocity didn't really change after the third rep, and it's way more intense doing 3-second descends times 3, and then it's way more intense than doing doubles at just a regular pace. So I don't think I actually got slower. I think I got worse at doing front squats because I just haven't trained in the deep range of motion, and I don't think I'm used to doing the 3-second descend. But that being said, I still think that I have maintained the same strength level as when I finished my strength cycle, which is pretty nice actually. I really want to get the movement pattern back to where I can be moving the same weight at the same speed. However, I know that the numbers that I put up are not fully correlated to how strong I am, because you can get really good at a movement like a bench press, but then you could be very much stronger in a different movement, even if you're not getting stronger in that bench press. So I think strength is it's not just the simple lifts. Also, sorry for the shot without the head. It kind of makes it look like my gluteus maximi are the center of the screen. Definitely not intended, but that's just kind of how it panned out. But yeah, I don't think I'm weaker. I think I am just not as equipped to do the movement. But that means I'll train back to it really quickly, which is really exciting for me. So I'm thinking I will be doing a lot better throughout these next weeks, specifically because I was doing, I think, 205 or 215 last week, and I jumped up to 230 in this workout. So, velocity-based training, I still have a lot to learn about it, but based on my velocity not going down, over the 3 reps. I think I'm in actually a really good spot. Yeah, but also I kind of want to talk about my hang cleans. Yes, my power, all of my power stuff. I don't know what's going on, but it just keeps going up. It just like everything, any kind of Olympic lifting that I'm doing, just keeps going up, and it makes me very happy because I don't know. I feel like when I lift an Olympic lift and I go over 200, I just feel like a beast. Even if I were to go like 350 or whatever over on like a full squat, I feel like it's just so much more impressive to throw around some big boy weights and catch it. Just way more impressive to me. Maybe it's because I think I'm better at it, but yeah, so I think I hit 200 on a double for the first time on hang cleans like a month ago in the power phase. But yesterday, or this training cycle, on this training day shown on the screen, I did 195 for 4, which I don't know like how much of a difference you think that 5 pounds makes, but I personally don't think it makes a whole lot, especially on like power or like hang clean stuff. But I did it for twice the amount of reps, which I feel like is a super big improvement, especially because I'm not in a power phase, which makes me really happy. I've also been trying to get deeper into the catch, which I feel like will help me with my eccentric loading on jumps, because you have to hit your penultimate step or hit your drop into the jump, and if you're eccentrically really strong, your body is a lot better at handling every part of the jump. You're way more likely to be able to produce concentric force and isometric force for the given amount of time. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the workout. Besides this at the end, I was doing deficit deadlifts, a lot of deadlifting. It was actually so tough. I think I ended up with 23 reps in 5 minutes. I hit the giant set with 5 minutes on the timer. And this was actually so hard. Like, it was rough. My back was cooked afterwards, like not in the bad way, but I could just feel it. My glutes were tired. My quads were tired. Everything was just kind of dying out on me. But I think this is 255 for the deficit deadlifts, which is, I feel like it's in a really good spot. I honestly don't know where my deadlift strength is. I think after I get the dunk or whatever, after I've completed my journey, I definitely have the idea that I want to go into like just seeing what my powerlifting stuff will go like, and then obviously still training weightlifting, like Olympic weightlifting, but I definitely want to see what I can do, squat max, bench max, and deadlift max. I want to do at least one day by the end of this year where I can do all 3 of them. So I don't really know where my deadlift is yet, but seeing how it's going right now, 255 times 23 in 5 minutes, I feel like that's actually at a really good spot. I haven't done any strength work on it in a while, and I don't think I will for a minute unless I hit another strength cycle, which actually I probably will do that. Yeah, so I don't know. I could probably lift in the upper 3s still. Maybe hit 405 again. I'm not really sure. I just haven't been doing heavy deadlifts. But yeah, it kind of depends. So I'll see. Eventually I'll get it, and it'll be really fun to see where I'm at. Also, I totally forgot to say, I've been doing those squat jumps to prepare for the elastic cycle, and oh my goodness, they've been going up. Yeah, I've just been able to do more reps at like a certain height, which is awesome, and that's how I've been progressively overloading just at what my body can do. Anyway, peace, see ya.